that's a big gain over stock to the wheels. Big gain over stock. All right, everybody, so we are going out to Louisa, Virginia to get this car dyno tested. A friend of mine has kindly offered to let me use his dyno to go ahead and check these power numbers. Livernois, of course, says really kind of varying numbers on their first level of tune on a stock car. One of the reps I talked to said I should be getting around 50 wheel horsepower and 50 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels. So the factory numbers to the wheels are somewhere around 310 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels and about 275 horsepower roughly to the wheels. So we'll see what we actually get, but we got a nice rainy day to drive out to Louisa. Just a quick correction, the Livernois video on the 18 to 23 Mustang EcoBoost said the baseline wheel horsepower was 255 and the base wheel torque was 330, right around 330. So if we are going to get 50 wheel torque and 40 wheel horsepower added by the kind of the stage one, they don't really call it a stage one tune, but the stage one tune, then that should put us at close to 295 horsepower to the wheels and 380 torque to the wheels. So hopefully we'll be getting that. My plan is, if I don't see that number, to go back to Livernois and just see what they can do, because the other thing I noticed is that on the website, as well as in communication with them, they were giving me varying numbers. They don't have exact numbers for a configuration of the car. So I'm not sure if that plays into it, but we shall see. So 286 horsepower to the wheels, and then 373.
This is the torque.
Right.
The torque came at 5,200. They cross.
Okay.
And so your horsepower started here. It peaked somewhere around 6,000 or so. That's what it looks like. Well, hold on. This scale is in time. Let me get it out of time. RPM. Yeah. There you go. So you took it to, it looks like it was bouncing on the rev limiter right about 6,500, 66.
Yep.
So your torque came right up. So it's a good torquey motor.
Yeah.
It came up, and then the horsepower, and it peaked, and it started to diminish, and then the horsepower continued to climb to about there.
So at about 2,500 RPMs, we were getting 286 to the wheels. And then, 373 at 2,500 RPMs.
Yeah. Now here's the horsepower.
Right. Torque is up here, right?
Yep. So you had a big jump in torque, and then
pretty smooth too. I mean, all the way through till just to about redline. That's a nice.
Now you have some tuning issues after here though. Starting about right in here.
Yeah.
You've got some tuning issues, and I don't know what it is.
I wonder if it's
I don't know if it's the
car
timing.
stability control, just not playing with it, like getting, I don't know. But that's a big gain over stock to the wheels. Big gain over stock. All right, so the results of the tune definitely worked. It had different numbers than what I was told. The torque is about a net gain of 70 foot-pounds of torque. If we're assuming a 15% driveline loss, 378, 15% is about 435 foot-pounds of torque at the crank. If you assume a little bit less than that, it's still 415. If you do about a 10%, it's 415. You know, we might call it 420, but that is a huge increase in torque. The horsepower, though, is, again, accounting for about 15%. That's about an 18 horsepower gain over stock, and at least on their videos and what I was told in person, they were estimating, I believe, about a 50 horsepower gain. Not even close. The torque is the thing that matters the most to me, though, for daily driving. I don't wind this engine out. It's a 4-cylinder turbo. Almost any 4-cylinder turbo really doesn't, it's not suited for that. It's about the torque. And so, yeah, about an 18 horsepower gain and about a 70 foot-pound of torque gain at the crank is very impressive. I'm very happy with that. There was some, you know, irregularities at about 5,500 plus RPMs, so I'm not sure why those issues were happening. Otherwise, up until that point, the power delivery was very smooth on the map readout, so that's really good. But the overall results are, I think, pretty excellent and really useful power that you're getting out of this tune. So I would definitely recommend this tune. For $600, you really can't beat that with mechanical upgrades. You're not going to do better than that with almost anything else mechanical. You're going to get your best gains by doing a tune and then maybe adding in some other upgrades. So I definitely recommend it. Contact Livernois Motorsports if you want a tune set up for your car. And now you've got some hard numbers to back it up.